Welcome to our first ever visit of this incredible city, Macau.
City of Dreams!
And for the next 24 hours, we're going to be discovering this unique blend of Chinese and Portuguese culture. This is unreal! We're going to be discovering as much as we can in a short amount of time, from the delicious local food to the European looking like streets. Absolutely spectacular. And it's just a 1-hour ferry ride from Hong Kong. So have we transported ourselves back to Europe? No. This is Macau.
And we start our journey of Macau here at the Hong Kong port. We're about to take this ferry for an hour from Hong Kong Island to Macau.
Here we go. Hello, good morning. 25 a.m. Thank you.
Okay, other side they will sit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Okay, bags going here.
Okay, we just got settled into our ferry. The seats look very, very comfortable. The turbojet only takes about an hour, possibly less than an hour, as opposed to the bus ride, which takes around 4 hours. I think we made a pretty good choice here, and we've got a window, so hopefully we can see our journey all the way to Macau. This is so exciting. I cannot believe we have already left Hong Kong and headed to our next territory, which is so interesting.
And this is a giant ferry compared to some of the ferries that we've been on in the Philippines. And it's so interesting because we had to go through immigration and then get straight on a ferry. And we're going to go through immigration when we arrive in Macau. It feels so strange to go to a new country for only 24 hours.
Let's get comfy and go to Macau. What surprised me a lot about Hong Kong is how blue the water is.
I don't know how big this ferry is, but I've counted there's about 21 rows and then 12 across. So there's minimum 250 people on this ferry right now, just to give you an idea. We paid 175 Hong Kong dollars for this trip, which is not bad because technically we're going from one country to another within an hour, which is something we've never done before. And I would recommend taking the ferry because you get snacks on board and drinks if you want, and you get beautiful views of the islands and the mountains of Hong Kong the whole way along. You can take the bus, but I think this is a much better option. And just like that, our ferry has docked here in Macau. Very seamless and easy trip.
We're in a new country!
We're in a new country and it literally took 1 hour.
That is so awesome. I'm really excited to be here.
To have the Portuguese and Chinese fusion together is going to be madness.
That's going to be crazy. That was the ferry that we just went on. But before the excitement begins, we have to go through immigration again to enter Macau.
It's crazy that we're already seeing Portuguese signs as well as Chinese.
Immigration was very, very smooth sailing. We got 30 days automatically. And first impressions of Macau, hotels that are gold and casinos everywhere. For the last 5 minutes, we've tried to look for a normal bus. And by normal bus, I mean bus that's not a shuttle bus to one of these really massive fancy hotels.
And of course, Macau is known for its gambling. We'll tell you more about Macau, the gambling, the history in a little bit. But first, we need to get on this bus and head into the city center.
I think we found the right bus stop, but
The fares for all the buses are $6.
even though we are pretty much in the gambling capital of Asia, you can trust SHEVDEV to take the $6 bus. That is what we're gonna do. We just looked on this sign here. There's buses like AP1, 28A, whatever, and then our bus is number 3, and it comes every 7 minutes. We should be in the right spot, I think.
Okay, we just got on the wrong bus. Try again just now. And you can see everything is in English, Chinese and Portuguese. Amazing to just go 1 hour on the ferry and now everything seems completely different. New currency, now there's new languages, Portuguese everywhere. It's like I've left Asia and now I'm in Europe.
Thank you. We pay now? Okay, we made it on the bus.
Made it on the bus.
Okay.
Paying our $6. Okay.
Thank you. We're on the bus.
I'm not sure how many stops we need to do, but this bus driver is going like crazy. So we're trying to hold on. We haven't even found a seat yet. Okay, we made it off the bus. We're going to check into our hotel and then let's go and explore Macau.
We've been living in Asia for over 4 years now, and we really try and immerse ourselves in the country that we're in, whether it's through the food, the culture, or by learning a few phrases of the local language.
Acha, acha. Chalo, chalo.
And to our surprise, even a few phrases can really change your experience in a country overall, and it puts a little smile on the locals' faces.
Salamat po.
In a few videos time, we're going to be showing my parents around Thailand for the very first time. And since we lived there for a few years, we thought we needed to refresh our memory. By using italki, we're able to learn a language through online live calls with certified native speakers and have personalized one-on-one lessons and choose from over 150 languages. We're able to improve our listening and speaking skills and choose from over 30,000 teachers worldwide. And since most of you tell us that you learn English or Spanish, no matter what level you might be at, italki is fantastic for beginners too. You can pay per lesson, so there's no subscription and no commitment. You choose when and where to have your lesson, anywhere, anytime. You can take Thai or English lessons from just $5. We've even taken a lesson ourselves. นี่คืออะไรคะ
นี่คืออะไรคะ
You can choose a teacher that suits your needs and start learning a language today by simply clicking through the link below in our description. Buy $10 and get $5 for free for your first lesson by using our code SHEVDEV. But the discount is only available for the first 50 users.
เอาลาเทเย็นวัน50% ค่ะ
So have fun and start learning a new language today. Here's a quick little tour of where we're staying in Macau. I can't actually believe it, but we thought we booked a little hotel, but it turns out to be an entire apartment. We've got TV fan, lounge area. We've got this full-on kitchen with a washer dryer, kettle, sink, and a stove. And we have a desk area. This is our bed. We've got a whole view of the harbor. I think that might be a floating restaurant.
I didn't know this. I thought we booked like a tiny cubicle hotel room.
And we got this entire apartment.
This place was 700 Hong Kong dollars or Macau currency, it's the same, which is about 90 US dollars.
So I can't wait to go out and explore.
We were just walking down the street and I think this gives you a true idea of what Macau is like. So we've got old Chinese style buildings on the left and right with these old apartments, and then you have this beautiful modern and massive hotel right at the end of this strip.
As we were looking at the hotel, we stumbled upon this tiny little sign that says coffee, and it looks like there's food. So let's go check it out. No way. That looks like a Prego roll. Because we're from South Africa, we love Prego rolls. And I think we have a bit of a Portuguese influence as well. And since Macau has got a Portuguese influence and a Chinese influence, this looks like they've got Chinese food and Portuguese food as well. We love Prego rolls, so I would be so curious to know what that tastes like. Hello! They've got anything in a bun. Ham, fried egg, cheese, chicken, steak, bun? Two. Yes. Coffee with condensed milk.
Oh, okay. Hot
Hot or ice?
Ice.
Ice.
Okay, so we've ordered, they call it a steak bun here.
Yeah.
And we in South Africa call it a Prego roll. But similar, you got a bun with a big beef steak or a chicken steak on the inside. And then we're going to sit outside right here and enjoy it on the street.
So going back to the word fusion, I think that's our word of the day, fusion. They've got lots of Chinese meals, noodle soups, fried rice. On the other side, they've got the steak buns. You could put anything in a bun. Fish. You could put a pork chop, eggs and ham. So you've really got like a total East Meets West kind of restaurant. Wow. Oh, sugar. Thank you. We've had a long day today and I think I need one of these. And look at the syrup jar.
How is it?
This is so good. This is the best coffee I've ever had, by far. Thank you. We just received our prego roll. I keep wanting to call it a prego roll, but it's a steak bun. Freshly baked bread. We've got the chicken steak on the inside, and it kind of smells like what we would eat at home in South Africa, which is amazing. I can't wait to try it.
Again, it feels like we're in Europe. We're eating some Portuguese food on the street at an outdoor cafe. We took a 1-hour ferry to Europe. It feels strange.
Okay, I can't wait any longer. I need to try out our little chicken steak bun. And it cost us just 23 Macau ataka, but it's the same as the Hong Kong dollar. So 23 Hong Kong dollars. Plus they do accept Hong Kong dollars here as well. So let's dig in. The chicken is quite flat and it's quite fragrant as well. It's definitely quite amazing to have some Portuguese food here in China, or Portuguese fusion. Okay, update. After being here in Macau, we're actually learning so much more about our own South African culture as well as the culture here in Macau, because prego rolls have been part of our life ever since we can remember. We've had them on sports days, we've had them at home, our parents make us little lunches like this. But Mozambique, which is next door to South Africa, was colonized by the Portuguese, and it obviously brought its way over to South Africa by Portuguese immigrants. If you Google where a prego roll is from, it says you can find prego rolls on the streets of Lisbon and outside any nightclub or bar in Johannesburg, which is where we're from. Oh no, empty.
Okay, they were too good. Let's get one more. Just one more.
We'll share.
Can we have one more? Yes, can we have one? 23 Hong Kong dollars, let's say. It's not too bad.
$3.
$3-4.
Not bad.
Not bad. Let's get another.
Get another one. Just one more. Why not? Why not?
Rua dos Marcadores ou Rua dos Cabanários. Please arrive at this stop.
This is absolutely fascinating. We've got complete colonial style Portuguese buildings and we've got cobblestones that we're walking on, but we're in China.
Wow, look at this square. We've just come to Sonado Square and this is unreal. I'm getting a lot of smiles from the older people, like all the grands and grandpas. I think they like me.
So this is Sonado Square, which Sonado, obviously Portuguese, is this beautiful elongated triangular shaped and paved square, which is also a World Heritage Site. You can see loads of people taking photos behind me. It's absolutely beautiful because of the way it's paved and obviously the colorful colonial style architecture. Look at this place.
Where are we right now? This place is absolutely unbelievable. The paved pathways, the waterfall, the colonial style buildings in different colors, and it just feels like I've transported myself back to Portugal. Absolutely spectacular.
To give you a brief history on Macau, Macau was colonized by the Portuguese since 1557 until it transferred its sovereignty to China in 1999.
Macau actually has different laws to China, and since they're an autonomous territory, they work on a one country, two systems rule.
That means Macau was colonized by the Portuguese for 442 years. Also, Macau is known as the Monte Carlo of the Orient because it's highly dependent on casinos and gambling. To give you an idea of how big gambling is in Macau, over 50% of the country's GDP comes from gambling taxes alone. We're only here for 24 hours though, so I don't know how much gambling we're going to be doing.
I haven't heard anyone speaking Portuguese yet, but all the signs are in Portuguese and in Chinese. Behind me there are some street stalls selling some fresh fruit, some souvenirs, but then I'm surrounded by these colorful colonial style buildings. So you can kind of see like the Chinese markets and the European style buildings all in one place. It kind of feels weird that we're only here for 24 hours, so we're trying to just appreciate everything as quick as possible, which sounds weird. And as we're walking by, we're seeing shops like Watson's, Pandora, Skechers in buildings that look about 100 years old. It's cool to see olden style versus modern shops. The ruins of St. Paul. That's where we should go next. Wow. Thank you. our first Portuguese treat. Our first treat in Macau. I keep thinking I'm in Europe. It's pretty much like a crispy hardened crepe, which is like Portuguese blend, but this treat has seaweed inside. Chinese blend, the perfect cookie from Macau.
We're just walking through these tiny little alleyways as if we were in the small streets of Europe, and this is what everybody's doing. They're walking down here, shopping, and the most important, they're eating. They are snacks, treats, Chinese and Portuguese. So there's like the egg tart.
This is something I haven't really seen much of in Asia, but on this little strip, everybody is standing outside and they're giving everyone tasters. You could honestly get full with the tasters alone. Thank you. Look at this. I don't know. It's green and flaky and crusty. Like a waffle.
Is it matcha?
Like an ice cream cone. That's what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like matcha. Like you've got all the Chinese neon signs, but the cobblestones, the walls look so colonial style, European style.
It's like a beef jerky and it's bold. Ooh, so delicious.
Whoa, it looks glazed. Does it taste like biltong?
No. No. In South Africa we have dried meat, which we call biltong, but it's a little different to this. This is much sweeter and thinly sliced, where we normally have like thicker pieces.
But they're going absolutely crazy for the beef jerky. Is that what we call it? So behind me are the ruins of St. Paul, which was actually a 17th... There's a fly in your head. Which is
a church in the 17th century and is now a very famous landmark here in Macau. It is a World Heritage Site, and you can see there are hundreds of stairs leading all the way up to it. This is all that's left of this church.
Is this beautiful colonial style yellow building. At the top is a Uniglow. Over there is a museum. All the way down here you've got all these branded shops, and then on this side you've got the more olden style buildings. You can see a lot of these in Hong Kong and of course here in Macau as well. But it's actually crazy to see Devon over there. What's happening? And then St. Paul's ruins over here. What is going on with this guy? This guy's having the best time.
I'm having the best time.
This is actually quite spectacular. I can't believe how many people there are.
There is no way you're going to be able to take a photo without getting so many people in the background.
Let's go to the top. I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see Paul.
Let's go. And now that we've come all the way up the stairs, you can really appreciate the architecture and just how well kept this is for how old it is. It's 25 meters high and 23 meters across. And from the top of the stairs, you can see all the way down into the town. We've now come to the south of Macau, known as Cotai, and the Cotai Strip, named from the Las Vegas Strip, also known as the City of Dreams. This is where most of the casinos and resorts are, and we're just going to explore and see what it's like. And then behind me is the Venetian, which is the second largest casino in the entire world and the largest hotel structure on the planet. So apparently there are 6,000 slot machines on the inside, and it's free entrance. You can go and see City of Dreams.
Are you going to try your luck?
We're not gamblers at all. I don't think we've ever gambled, but when in Macau, let's try our luck. Maybe we're lucky.
Behind me are these giant replicas of the Big Ben and of course the Eiffel Tower. Big Ben is in front of the Londoner Hotel, and these are some of the most impressive hotels I've ever seen, even from far away. I say this is the Vegas Strip, and I've never been to Vegas, but this is a pretty good idea of what Vegas will look like. There's no need to go on a 6-month trip through Europe. You can just see Big Ben and the Eiffel Tower all in one go. Just come to Macau.
We're standing at this traffic light waiting to cross the street, and I'm obviously observing this incredible Big Ben replica. But I've seen this Apple store, which is almost just as impressive as this Big Ben.
There he goes at full speed towards the Apple Tower, the Eiffel Tower, the Apple Tower, towards the Apple store. Oh my goodness.
We have just walked into the base of the Londoner Hotel. I think this is the reception, the lobby. I don't even know what this is. This is really impressive. We should have stayed here. Next time we'll stay here. I'm absolutely blown away. I didn't know what to expect when we came here, but this is special.
So we had a brief walk through the Londoner Hotel, which was absolutely mind-blowing. We had a small walk into the gambling area, which was unreal. We obviously couldn't record in there, but we did try our luck on the 10 cents machine and won a whole $40, which we cashed in. But we saved a little one of these as a little memento, and it says 50 cents. We won 50 cents on our second round. So that was a really fun experience. We have done everything from eat food to try little snacks, to see the ruins, to see the culture, and to see this massive strip of craziness. It's been unreal. If you're from Macau, please say hi. We'll see you in a new country for a brand new adventure. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss it.